Greetings from the Church of God Benefits Board. My name is Art Rhodes. I want to bring just a couple of thoughts to your attention today that most churches need to be aware of. And we're going to talk real quickly about the Affordable Care Act, the Ministerial Housing Allowance, and the overtime regulations. Under the Affordable Care Act, churches are no longer allowed to provide health insurance like they have been doing for the last 50 years. Previously, you've been able to provide and pay either directly to the pastor or reimburse for his health insurance. You can no longer do that. You can only do that if the pastor is the only employee of the church or if the church has a group health care plan. In all other situations, the pastor's salary has to be increased to provide that health care benefit. But even it can't be listed as that. It has to be listed as additional salary, and it becomes taxable income to the pastor. It's very important that you follow this new regulation simply because there is a fine that is associated with non-compliance, and that fine is $100 per day per violation. Second issue I want to talk about is the Ministerial Housing Allowance. We would encourage you to pray for us as we fight the efforts of some where they're saying that the housing allowance is unconstitutional. There has been a new lawsuit filed in Wisconsin on this issue, and we're involved in the midst of that litigation now, trying to make sure that we protect the housing allowance for our ministers and for those who serve within the ministry of the Church of God. The third issue that is critically important is the new regulations concerning overtime. Previously, churches, as well as everyone else, was able to designate certain employees as being exempt from the overtime regulations. You can still do that. However, those employees that you exempt now must make more than $47,476 a year for them to be exempt. They still have to meet all the other requirements to be an exempt employee, but that new threshold number is critically important. If a person does not make more than that, then they are required to be paid any time that they work more than 40 hours, they're required to be paid overtime for that, time and a half. Now, there is an exception, we believe, for ministers. So ministers are not covered under that provision, but all other church staff folks are covered. So make sure that if you've got employees that are making less than that threshold number, that you pay them time and a half for any hours worked more than 40 in a week. That new regulation takes effect December 1. So we wanted to just point out those few issues to you that you needed to be aware of. But most importantly, we wanted to congratulate you on your ministers' meeting. We hope you have a successful meeting. We would encourage you, if you're not a member of the Ministers' Retirement Plan, to join today. You can simply go to our website at benefitsboard.com, click on the link that says join the plan. In just a few minutes, you'll be a member of the plan. There is an incentive for joining. That incentive is that we will match the first $500 of contributions that you make this year. So at the end of the year, you could have a blessing from the Church of God Benefits Board just by joining this year as a new member of the plan. So again, visit the website, benefitsboard.com. And if you're looking for a church loan, we would encourage you to contact us as well. Our church loan fund is making loans now as low as 5% interest. And you can learn more about that by visiting the website for the Church Loan Fund at churchloanfund.com. Again, God bless you. We hope you have an incredible ministers meeting, prayer conference. May God bless you mightily as we work towards the great finish commitment of calling and doing exactly what God called us to do and finishing strong on the Great Commission. May God bless you greatly.